Right now, the crypto market's taking a breather, kind of like the calm before a storm. There's no major news pushing things up or down, so prices are just chilling, but don't get it twisted. Traders and investors, they're glued to their screens, just waiting for something to shake things up and bring that next big wave. And even though the surface looks calm, there's a little rumble happening underneath. A couple of AI-focused cryptos are starting to make some noise. Bitensor, aka TAO, and Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, ticker FET, are stepping into the spotlight and standing out from the pack. Both TAO and FET have been on a bit of a tear lately. We're talking double-digit gains in just the past 24 hours. Hype, right? But hold up. Before you get too excited, there's a little red flag waving in the background. According to the RSI, that's the Relative Strength Index for the chart watchers out there, both of these coins are sitting in the overbought zone. Basically, they've been running hot, maybe too hot. Now, that doesn't mean a crash is coming for sure, but it does mean traders might want to ease off the gas and keep their eyes peeled. Caution vibes. Alright, so here's the deal with the RSI, short for Relative Strength Index. It's a momentum indicator traders use to check how fast and how far a price has been moving. It runs on a scale from 0 to 100, and when it pushes above 70, that's usually a sign the coin's been pumped a little too hard, aka it's overbought. Translation, it might be due for a cool down or a little pullback. Flip side, if the RSI dips below 30, that's a potential oversold signal, meaning the price could be beat down too much and might be gearing up for a bounce. Let's kick things off with FET. As of this recording, it's trading at around 61.5 cents, up a solid 12.64% in just the past day. Not bad at all. But here's where it gets interesting. The 12-hour RSI is clocking in at 75.42. That's well into overbought territory, which usually means the buying frenzy might be cooling off. Basically, a pullback could be lurking around the corner. Still, that hasn't stopped people from paying attention. And honestly, for good reason, FET's tied to the whole AI token wave, which has been picking up serious steam lately. CoinGecko recently pointed out that AI is one of the hottest trends in crypto right now. In fact, AI-related tokens are pulling in about 24.5% of all market interest, even more than meme coins, which is saying something. So yeah, FET's rally has been strong, but its high RSI might be a signal for traders to pump the brakes a bit, take a step back, and think twice before jumping in just because the chart's all green. Next up is TAO, the token powering Bitensor, another standout in the AI crypto scene. It's had a solid 9.47% jump in the last 24 hours, pushing the price higher. But similar to FET, its 12-hour RSI is sitting at 75.05, which puts it firmly in overbought territory. That doesn't necessarily mean the rally is done, but it could be a sign that the momentum's starting to cool off, at least for the moment. So, why are AI tokens like TAO and FET suddenly back in the spotlight? It's not just about the charts or technicals, there's real-world stuff going on that's fueling the hype behind the scenes. One of the biggest drivers? Nvidia, the chip giant that's basically become the face of AI. Their CEO, Jensen Huang, recently made a high-profile trip to Beijing, and it sent shockwaves through both traditional and crypto markets. Now, why does that matter? Well, Nvidia's been caught in the middle of the ongoing tech tensions between the US and China. The US just hit them with new export restrictions, targeting advanced AI chips, especially their H20 chip, which was designed specifically for the Chinese market without breaking any rules. People were worried. There was talk that Nvidia might pull out of China, or that China might respond with more restrictions of its own. But Huang's visit flipped the narrative. He made it clear, Nvidia's not going anywhere. He reassured Chinese partners and global investors that the company is still fully committed to supporting AI development in China, even with all the political pressure. And that was huge. This wasn't just some PR stunt. It was a strong vote of confidence, a we're still all in moment that calmed nerves and reignited optimism. AI-related stocks got a boost, but the ripple effect didn't stop there. Crypto tokens tied to AI like TAO and FET also started catching some serious attention. It's that crossover energy, when big moves in the real tech world start lighting fires in the crypto space too. Alright, so Nvidia's cozying up to China, AI tokens are riding the wave, and RSI is basically yelling, hey, maybe slow down a bit. But what does all this actually mean for you, whether you're trading or just watching the crypto space unfold? Let's break it down. A high RSI, like what we're seeing with FET and TAO, doesn't mean a crash is guaranteed. It's not some magic alarm, it's more like a dashboard warning light. You can still drive up the mountain, but if the engine's redlining, there's a good chance it will overheat sooner or later. That's really what overbought signals are telling us. Momentum is strong, but it might not last. And once the hype fades, you usually get a pullback. Not because the project sucks, but because the market needs to cool off a bit. People start taking profits, new buyers get hesitant, and that steep climb starts to level out. It doesn't mean the run is done, just that the easy gains might be in the rear view now. From here, any further upside will take a bit more belief, and probably more patience. Now, zooming out, this isn't just about FET and TAO. Crypto moves in cycles, in themes. Last month it was meme coins. Before that, it was layer 2s. Right now, it's all about AI. Next month, could be something totally different. But here's the deal. When the broader market's shaky, even the strongest narratives can get tossed around. Bitcoin's been stuck in consolidation. Ethereum's trying to hang on to its range. And altcoins, even the ones getting all the buzz, still move with the tide. So yeah, FET and TAO might be flexing right now. But if Bitcoin drops 5% tomorrow, they're probably taking that ride down too. It's not just about RSI or whatever narrative is trending. It's about when you make your move in a market that's constantly reacting to headlines, investor mood swings, global events, regulation, ETF hype, Fed statements, all of it. Everything's connected. So, where does that leave us? FET and TAO have real momentum. Both have pulled off some solid short-term gains, and they're riding one of the most talked about narratives in crypto right now, AI. But at the same time, they're both flashing those classic overbought signals. That's not a reason to panic. It's a reason to be prepared. If you're already in the trade, it might be a good moment to tighten your stop losses or lock in some profits. If you're still on the sidelines, maybe wait it out and see if a cleaner entry shows up after a pullback, because the goal isn't to chase every green candle, it's to trade smart, protect your capital, and catch the real trends, not just the hype. So the big question is, are we at the start of a genuine AI-led run in crypto, or is this just another hype cycle doing what hype cycles do, burning hot and fading fast? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you bullish on AI tokens for the long haul? Already in on FET or TAO? Or just sitting back and waiting for that dip? If you're feeling the vibe, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're always tapped in when the next update drops. Crypto moves fast, but we stay ready.